At my Thanksgiving dinner, my husband sat beside his mistress, and her husband was sitting right across from me. Thanksgiving in Chicago is supposed to smell like turkey, butter, and warmth, not betrayal. Yet as I stood near the kitchen island, smiling politely, my chest stayed calm, my breath steady, my heart strangely quiet. I had already mourned this marriage long before tonight. The house glowed with soft lights. Family filled the couches. Friends laughed too loudly. Wine glasses clinked, and music floated gently through the room. My husband, Daniel, moved through it all like a king in his kingdom. Confident, admired, untouchable. Watching him, I almost felt proud. Almost. Then the door opened. Lena walked in, introduced as a coworker. Her perfume arrived before she did. Her hand brushed Daniel's arm with rehearsed intimacy. Her eyes followed him without apology. My lips curved into a polite smile, but inside, something tightened. Beside her stood a man I recognized instantly, her husband, Ethan. Calm, quiet, observant. His handshake was steady, his smile practiced, but his eyes carried weight. When they met mine, just for a second, something unspoken passed between us. He knew. So did I. For people stood in one room, carrying two affairs, one plan, and a mountain of lies. Because while Daniel and Lena were secretly building fantasies of a future together, Lena was planning something else, a divorce. Not for freedom, not for love, for money. 50% of Ethan's wealth. 2 marriages, 1 greedy plan, and none of them knew the trap had already closed. Lena was careful with Daniel. She played soft, played wounded, played unhappy. She whispered about loneliness, about emotional neglect, about wanting a new life. Daniel believed every word. But with her friends, with her hidden messages, her voice changed. I'll take half his assets. I deserve it. He won't see it coming. Her affair wasn't about love. It was strategy. It was hunger. It was greed. Ethan didn't discover it through confrontation. He noticed patterns, late nights, emotional distance, hidden accounts, sudden expenses. Slowly, piece by piece, the truth surfaced. Instead of rage, he felt clarity. He didn't argue. He didn't accuse. He didn't beg. He planned. Businesses were transferred. Properties shifted. Investments secured. Every asset moved into his mother's name. Legal, irreversible, untouchable. Then he waited. Lena continued her performance, believing she was days away from financial freedom. Daniel dreamed of replacing one wife with another. And I smiled, cooked, hosted, and prepared. Because betrayal deserves no chaos. It deserves precision. The house wasn't a home tonight. It was a courtroom. I raised my glass. Conversation faded. Laughter softened. Forks paused midair. The room waited. I prepared something special tonight. I said gently. They expected gratitude. A toast. Maybe a prayer. The screen behind me lit up. Photos filled the wall. Hotel lobbies, elevator cameras, parking garages, time-stamped receipts, bank transfers. A silent movie of deception. Gasps tore through the room. Daniel froze. Lena's smile cracked, then vanished. This, I said calmly, is my husband. And this is his mistress. Silence collapsed into the room like a physical weight. Daniel tried to speak. His lips parted. No words came. Then the second file appeared. Messages. Plans. Divorce strategies. Greed spelled out in careless texts. I'll take 50%. I deserve more. I'll marry him after. Lena's breath stuttered. Her eyes darted toward Ethan, expecting fury, shouting, chaos. Instead, she saw calm. And that frightened her more than anger ever could. Ethan stood. Slow. Steady. Unshaken. In his hands were documents, legal transfers, asset records, verified signatures. So you know, he said quietly, you don't get half. Lena blinked. What? I moved everything, businesses, properties, investments. All of it. A pause. To my mother's name.
Another pause. You get nothing. Her face collapsed. Not tears, disbelief. Not pain, panic. No husband, no money. No escape. Her carefully designed future disintegrated in seconds. Daniel staggered forward, desperate, but there was nothing he could fix. The room vibrated with shock. 2 betrayals exposed, 2 marriages destroyed. One night. And I said nothing. Because justice didn't need my voice anymore. I stepped forward, my heels echoing softly across the wooden floor. Looking at Daniel, I felt no anger, only clarity. You didn't lose me tonight, I said. You lost everything the moment you chose deception. Then I turned to Lena. You didn't lose your marriage, I said quietly. You lost your illusion. No screaming, no chaos, no spectacle. I picked up my coat. No one stopped me. The door opened. Cold air rushed in, sharp and clean. Freedom smelled like winter. Behind me stayed betrayal, greed, humiliation, and collapse. Ahead of me waited peace. Some people plan betrayal. Some plan revenge. I planned justice. Daniel lost his job within weeks. Clients vanished. Friends distanced themselves. Invitations stopped arriving. His name turned into a warning. Lena filed for divorce and walked away with nothing. Her dreams of luxury collapsed into silence. The world she had tried to steal rejected her. Ethan rebuilt quietly, cleanly, without bitterness. And I rebuilt too. New apartment, new routines, new mornings without fear. Healing was silent. Peace was gentle. Strength was quiet. Months later, sunlight poured through my kitchen windows as I held warm coffee in both hands. My breath felt light. My mind felt still. I didn't think about revenge. I didn't think about betrayal. I thought about freedom. Some people lose marriages. Some lose money. Some lose reputation. I lost nothing that mattered. I gained myself. And that is the only victory that lasts.